Minority Advocacy Council.
Good Monday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. As that weather front heads out to the east of us, a blend of sun and clouds developing today, less chance of rain, in the high 75 to 80. A northeast wind, 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy in the low 60s tonight. Tuesday should be near 80 with partly sunny skies. And it'll be in the low 80s Wednesday, partly to mostly sunny. Your life, your music, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. Sweden's far-right political parties made gains during the country's election, although not to the extent some polls were predicting. The headquarters of Libya's National Oil Corporation has been stormed by armed men, leading to clashes with security forces. Alibaba's enigmatic co-founder Jack Ma is to step down in exactly 12 months, and 7 people have been injured, 4 seriously, in a knife attack in northeastern Paris.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK 102.5 FM, good morning to you on your Monday. It's September 10th, 2018. This is Community Conversations. Cato Wonder is in the studio with you, filling in for Kabila Jones, and joining us today is DeAngelis Bullard and Adrian Everett. They are members of, and they got the live stream up, but it's all right though. They are members of First Baptist Church on Kitchen Street, where Reverend Curtis R. Wilson is the pastor. And they got a couple events coming up for the community. They have the Spirit Day, which is going to be September 16th, and the Community Fall Festival, which is going to be October 20th. So they're going to just let you know a little bit about what you can expect from each event. So good morning. How are you all doing today? All right, so DeAngelis, we'll start off with you. So tell us a little bit about the First Baptist Church Spirit Day.
Well,
and bring that mic a little closer to you.
Okay, sorry.
All right, go ahead.
Well, like you said, this year we are doing our 3rd Spirit Day at First Baptist, and we just want to reach out more with our college students around the Jonesboro area. And our theme this year would be Controlled by the Spirit, Led by Faith. Romans chapter 8, verse 6 and 9.
All right, so how does that theme tie into the activities that you all will have going on?
Well, when we first started our first year, we were just learning just how to connect well with our youth and our college students, bring them in, let them fellowship with us. And now, last year and this year, we have switched it up a little bit. We involve more of our younger kids. We bring them in. We do praise dances. We have a Army step team that this will be our 2nd year doing our Army step. We just did a tradition to do it just on Spirit Day each year, and we try to bring in our old members that probably
let's call them seasoned. Let's not call them old.
Not like our used to be active members that have moved away from Jonesboro.
All right.
We like to bring them back in because we love to see how they're doing and them coming back home and fellowship with us. Okay,
and let me backtrack just a little bit. The event is September 16th. It will be at the church. And what are the times for the event?
Of course, our Sunday school starts at 9:30, and our service, the Spirit Day service, will begin at 11 o'clock.
Okay, so basically this will be
a morning service,
basically a traditional church service with a little bit of a twist attached to it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and you mentioned about college students and youth, and of course getting to the theme of spirit. When you first mentioned spirit, I thought about school spirit and things like that. How would that incorporate into it?
Well, when you understand, me and Adrian's from McGee, so we're 3.5 hours away. So we were definitely away from our church homes, and a lot of times when we go to college, we don't have a church to go to, a church to fellowship with. And so with the community fair that ASU had 2 weeks ago, we went out there to talk with the children that, first year college students to see what they like to fellowship with us. So I see it as being Spirit Day. You can also leave home and still have a church to go to.
And that definitely sounds good. And either one of you can answer that. So what kind of feedback did you all get when you all did the A-State Community Fair?
Everyone's always looking for a church home, I would say. And so we had some barbecue and
did you cook it?
I did cook the barbecue. I did. But
quick plug, my guy, he's also my fraternity, but the guy can cook. Now, of course, we are non-commercial, so I can't give too much into the plug. But I'm gonna just say my guy Adrian can cook. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I appreciate it. And so we basically fellowship with the students on campus and just invited them out to First Baptist Church, just in general, to our Bible study, to our Sunday morning service, to Sunday school. And so this event is, by being Spirit Day, we really encourage our members that are always there to dress out in the attire of the college they went to, whether it's another school or if it's ASU. We also encourage students to wear their, favorite football team colors, the jerseys, just a casual day. So it's feel more welcoming to the college crowd. Some people might use the excuse of, I don't have anything to wear, and so we like
come as you are.
Yeah, invite them to this day to say.
And our seasonal members, they love it because they get to wear their Greek gear.
Yes.
We find out who's really, what Greek they're in, or what fraternity or sorority they're in, and everything.
Gotcha.
And by us being First Baptist, they're very big on that.
And that's very good. We are speaking with DeAngelis Bullard and Adrian Everett of First Baptist Church. And, of course, if you have a call or a question for either of them, you can give us a call at 870-277-1080, or you can leave your questions and your comments on our Facebook Live feed. We do have a Facebook shout-out. Shout out to Dr. Sharice Jones-Branch. Appreciate you, Dr. Branch, for checking in.
Dr. Branch is actually on our program, too.
Okay, so Dr. Branch is everywhere. And of course, you can check out Dr. Branch every day here on KLEK as host of our Black History Moments. But what is Dr. Branch role in this event going to be?
She will actually be doing our acceptance for the day, and then we'll have a welcome by one of our members, Dr. Tamara Glover.
Okay, Mrs. Arkansas, United States, who has been on this program. So who are some of the other speakers that are going to be on the program?
We have Mr. I don't want to say his name, Mr. Jabari
McClellan.
Yes, he will give
what's
us
your self-talk?
What's your self-talk?
He will give us our motivational word, and usually that's to continue to motivate our students in high school, elementary, and college, because school is tough at times, and it's just now starting in September, so just keeping a motivational word till December comes.
And that's definitely something that can be used. We are speaking about the First Baptist Church Spirit Day. It will take place September 16th at the church located 700 Kitchen Street, where Reverend Curtis Wilson is the pastor. There will be Sunday school at 9:30 a.m. and regular church service will start at 11 o'clock a.m. You can come as you are, but you can also wear if you're Greek, you can wear your paraphernalia. If you are a college student, or even if you're not a college student, if you just got a college that you like, that you support, that you cheer for, that you root for, you can definitely wear your college attire. And of course, I know I'm going to see a lot of Red Wolves gear up in there because we got to do them Wolves up.
Oh yeah.
So
always support the local home team.
Already. So
we will also, at this event, we'll feed the spirit, but we'll also physically feed everyone that's in attendance that day, and so we'll have some good soul food
Absolutely.
Well, you just packed the house out right there with that.
We usually have a big crowd, so.
But let's kind of get back into something a little bit more serious. How important is it, especially for people who are moving here, to have a church home, have people in which they can reach out to? Because there are some people who they move to a college town, their first time away from home, they don't know anybody, they may not have really gotten out that much when they were at home, and so it's confusing and it could be scary. So how important is it to have this so that people know that they have resources and people available that can help them to navigate the way?
I think, like DeAngelo said earlier, both of us are 3.5 hours away from home. And so coming to college so far away, we had to find other avenues outside of campus life to get connected with, to get those home cooked meals, to find those mentors within the community. And for me, as a professional in higher ed, First Baptist Church was full of history there of former A-State administrators, and so the connections there that I made and had has been an advantage for me to just get those connections to ASU and just learn about the history of the campus and things like that. And then just as a student, you always want to talk to some people that you maybe go to school with or that have been where you're trying to go to. And so I would say to anyone, find that church home that has those connections, has those people that you can make your uncles and aunts away from home, your parents away from home, and just connect with them.
And that's very important. That's very important. So let's switch gears to the next event on you all's calendar, which will be the Community Fall Festival that is going to be Saturday, October 20th, and that will also take place at the church. Now, what are the times for that event?
That will actually take place at Parker Park.
Oh, at Parker Park. Excuse me.
We're making it
Y'all
larger
remixing
this
it.
year. We're just taking it out into the community more so this year to Parker Park Community Center because that's right in a lot of neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. And it's a larger venue for entertainment. They have the gym there. They have the park there. They have a lot of outdoor area. So that event will be from 12 to 3 p.m.
Okay.
And we're hoping to involve even more churches in the city of Jonesboro this year. Last year we had about 5 churches that came to our church where we hosted it at, and they set up different booths to just have games and one, promote their church, but also just to evangelize to the community of Jonesboro. And so by us moving to a bigger venue, we hope to be able to host a lot more people. We're shooting for about 500 people this year to evangelize to. And then as far as churches, we've sent out letters and emails to at least 10 different churches that we're hoping to involve this year.
Oh, well, that definitely sounds good. And, of course, I actually was at the one last year. KLK provided the music, and we will provide the music again this year. Shout out to my guy, Brother Bullard, who's going to be on the ones and twos, holding it down with,
we appreciate
with the gospel.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Of course, I remember last year they had, as you mentioned, several activities. There was face painting. They had the hayride. You hitched up the little trailer to your pickup truck, and you was carrying around people in the hay.
So speaking of the hayride, we are hoping to make that larger this year. I've reached out to my contact to try to get the trailer again. We've already got the hay secured, but we are looking for landscaping companies that would mind either bringing their trailers out, the big, nice, long trailers with the fencing on the side for safety reasons, to actually do the hayride with. So we'd like to have 4 to 5 trailers this year. We have plenty of trucks, but we're looking for trailers. So anyone out there that has, a landscaping trailer, we would definitely appreciate, to utilize that on that day of.
All right, and of course, I'm assuming y'all will have bounce houses again.
We will have bounce houses, and we'll have the game truck this year.
The game bus?
The game bus will be there. We've already secured that as well.
Well, that's definitely going to be a great event for the community. And of course, you also mentioned the evangelizing part where the churches will get to let people know about their services and worship opportunities. So it'll be another opportunity for people to find a church home, because it's very important, no matter what church that you decide, whether it's First Baptist or one of the other churches, to provide a church home. We are speaking with DeAngelis Bullard and Adrian Everett of First Baptist Church on Kitchen Street, talking about the Spirit Day and the Community Fall Festival. We do have a shout out to Bethany Hill, who says good morning.
Bethany.
All right, now back to what you're saying, Adrian.
So on the evangelism outreach event, this year we're adding another piece to it of actually having a speaker. We have Mr. Darius Dunaway, who's been to our church before and ministered at our youth events, and so he's not a member of either one of the churches here that's been invited, but he is connected with ASU. He's one of the chaplains for the athletic events, and so I think he will reach the crowd, the young people and the seasoned people. And so he's a former football player. He'll be kind of our motivational speaker for the day of at the Fall Festival. And so it'll be, just a short, sweet sermonette, evangelism, outreach.
Unless the Spirit take over.
Unless the Spirit take over. But an opportunity just to share the gospel on the day to everyone that's in attendance. And we're looking forward to having Mr. Dunaway for that.
Well, it looks like it's going to be an event that is filled with lots of activities for the family and, of course, opportunity to fellowship and, of course, food and...
Definitely, we're in regards to the food aspect. We're soliciting donations of pizza places. We've already had a couple donations from Pizza Chef.
Okay.
They gave us some gift cards to purchase pizzas for the day of, and then we've sent out letters to pretty much every pizza place in town. So if we can gather at least 5 to 7 pizzas from each place, we'll have plenty of pizza to feed everyone in attendance, and then we'll have hot dogs as well.
All right, so pizza, hot dogs, and the word. Definitely a good combination. And again, this event will take place at Parker Park on October 20th from 12 o'clock noon to 3 o'clock p.m. So let's kind of talk about the history a little bit of both of these events. How did these two events come together? What inspired them?
Honestly, I believe Mallory Hill and our good friend that had to move, Destiny Sullivan, they began Spirit Day. Mm-hmm. And it's just escalated from there. And like I said, this is our 3rd year doing it. Our first 2 years were successful, so we're hoping for another successful year. And I forgot to mention that our speakers for that day will be Greg and Tundra Williams.
Okay.
And Tundra is actually from Jonesboro. She was she's an active member. She was an active member of First Baptist. She grew up there. She was part of the youth and the praise team before she moved to Alabama. She comes home when she can, and I love her. She's a very nice person, and I love for her husband to come speak as well. They have they have a lot of organizations down there dealing with the youth, and we just can't wait to see them. And also, if you need transportation, we will come pick you up.
And of course, if somebody would need a ride, how would they get in contact with y'all? Or if they just need more information about either event?
Well, also, you can go on our Facebook page on First Baptist Kitchen Street, or you can call us at 870-268-2225.
Give them that number one more time.
870-268-2225.
And will rides be available for the Fall Festival as well?
We would love to invite, have that transportation aspect as well. If students want to come, then we can definitely get them contacted and get them rides to the event. We would love volunteers to come out to the event as well. For that event, for volunteers, they can contact me. We have a committee established at the church, but then we're also growing that committee to involve some of the other churches. And so if anyone wants to volunteer or be involved in this event to set up a booth, my number is 870-222-7201, and they can send me a text, call me, or as D'Angelo said, they can send a message to our Facebook page.
And will there be vendors at the event?
There will be vendors at the event. Miss Emberly Knowlton has she's really connected with the community, and she was in charge of the vendors booth at the Backpack Drive, and she's one of our members as well. And so she has in charge of that, of reaching out to the vendors for the educational pieces of the event. And then we're wanting to add a health screening piece.
I was just about to ask that.
And so we are reaching out to St. Bernard's to try to get their health screenings team on board for this event as well.
Okay, so hopefully that can come to pass, so that in addition to getting the food, the fun, and of course, most importantly, the word, that you can also make sure that you get healthy, get checked up on anything that you may need, or even just get some health information as well. What about possibly career things, maybe like businesses talking about careers and things like that. Any plans for that?
I'm sure there will be some of those businesses out there as well. I know the daycare, some of them were out there last time, possibly some people from DHS, just different community aspects of it. They will all be in attendance more than likely.
All right, so once again, let's kind of break down the events again. The first one is the First Baptist Church Spirit Day. It will be September 16th at the church, which is located at 700 Kitchen Street, where Reverend Curtis Wilson is the pastor. Sunday school will start at 9:30 a.m., followed by the Spirit Day service, which will be 11 o'clock a.m. Again, you may come dressed as you are. You can also wear the paraphernalia of your favorite school team, school, university, or athletic team. If you're Greek, you can wear your Greek paraphernalia. And of course, there's going to be a lot of spirit in the place that day. And then the Community Fall Festival will be Saturday, October 20th at Parker Park from 12 o'clock noon to 3 o'clock p.m. KLEK 102.5 FM will be there providing the music along with several other vendors. The game bus will be there. Shout out to Spacewalk of Jonesboro. And they will also have bounce houses as well and several other activities. We got about 1 minute left, so any final comments about either event?
Well, I would say we're definitely soliciting any additional sponsors, vendors, participants for the Fall Festival. We want to involve as many other churches here in the community of Jonesboro as possible. So I look forward to, I've already reached out to some of the churches that participated last year, and we hope they participate as well as many of the other churches. So definitely give me a call within the next week or so to let me know that you can participate. And then if you a pizza place or have a hay trailer, definitely give me a call.
And what if somebody has food that's not pizza, but they want to participate?
We would love to, have pizza and hot dogs and chips. But if it's something that'll stretch to 500 people, we would definitely welcome it.
I know some people that can make chicken spaghetti that they can stretch that far. We want to thank you all for stopping by the studio. We have been joined by Ms. DeAngelis Bullard and Mr. Adrian Everett of First Baptist Church, 700 Kitchen Street, where Reverend Curtis R. Wilson is the pastor. The Spirit Day is September 16th. The Community Fall Festival is October 20th. We're going to go ahead and get ready to go into a break. But when we come back, we'll have the second half of Community Conversations, which we will be joined by Mrs. Shanquetta Cunningham talking about her nonprofit summit. Don't go anywhere. This is KLEK 102.5
You're
FM.
listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.